Yo, what is up, guys? Shinobi here, back again with another video for you guys. And today, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about more Bleach Rebirth of Souls here. And in today's video, we got some new concepts to be talking about here with some mechanics and whatnot. So we'll go ahead and talk about it. It's mostly talking about the strike back system along with some other things. So if you do enjoy the video, make sure you leave a like, subscribe to the channel for more. And let's go ahead and get straight into this. Alrighty, so most of it is here, so this is like the main thing. And hold on, my screen is not showing what I needed to show. My screen is not showing what I need to show right now. Wrong screen. So we're here on the JP side because that's where it's showing at. But let's see, guard breaker attack, we already know about that. But the strike back feature, so here we go. So if you hit an attack at the right timing according to the start of an opponent's attack, it will be a strike back or called a counter hit. And strike back deals more damage to the opponent than normal, and the opponent who is attacked has a longer damage stiffness. And what they mean by this is there are certain moments that when both players are mashing, the player that attacked before, so let's say you attack first and the other player attacks faster than you, that will be a strike back because they are counterattacking in a sense. And as we already know, it deals more damage. And there's 3 levels of strike back depending on the strength of the attacker's attack and the effect that increases depending on the degree. So that is pretty dang interesting because nobody really was knowing what the strike back feature was doing before. It was kind of just a feature that was in there, and people were wondering if it was even needed for that matter. But it is needed because anytime you do see that strike back feature, that means that the person who's getting the receiving end of that is about to take a lot more damage than they normally would if they were just a normal hit. So pretty interesting there. So we at least know that that is a counter attack. Now, as for the variety of attacks, we already know about this. Let's see. I need to go down because there's something that it talks about when it comes to the, okay, here we go. So the awakening and all that. So we know about that. Where is it? So, okay, here we go. So we got more details on sublimation, spirit drive and whatnot. So if you accumulate a certain amount of if you accumulate a certain amount of fighting, it will awaken the state, which is soul sublimation, and it will be activated, which will increase the amount of soul destruction you do. So we know now that this is not triggered by you losing stocks. So you know that you can get sublimation just by fighting a very long period of time, and you can see the gauge here. So it will show you how far deep you are into getting to sublimation and whatnot, and it will also tell you. So that's pretty interesting. So we know now that you don't have to be awakened. Or no, you do have to be awakened, my bad. So you do know that when you're in an awakened state, that as you fight more, then you get this, which will allow you to take off more stocks. So that's interesting. But then we got Spirit Drive here. When you accumulate the maximum will to fight in the awakened state, Spirit Drive will be activated only for characters who do not have a reawakening. So these are only for characters who do not have like a 3rd or 4th transformation, which is really, really interesting. Really, really interesting, but it also makes sense because it balances it out. So, not bad. Not bad. Because obviously with them getting reawakening, what was the balance to that? Certain characters just don't have that many transformations, which means that normally in a situation like this, they'd be nerfed. Or not nerfed. The characters that don't have the reawakening would be, of course, at a disadvantage. But because they get the spirit drive, then it balances that out. Now, only for characters that do not have reawakening in the spirit drive state, various abilities are enhanced as follows. Increased damage inflicted on enemies, reduced damage from enemies, increased movement speed, and increased accumulation of spiritual power. So this should be after the sublimation. So that's pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. Now, there is also... Okay, never mind. That's it. I thought there was one more thing, but I'm pretty sure, yeah, they did only put for sublimation, spirit drive, and the strike back. So that's pretty interesting because that can also help people strategize around, how they want to build their, or not build their characters, but how they want to play their characters and whatnot. Do you want to have the reawakening in exchange for not getting the spirit drive? Because obviously, you got that. And also with the fact that not all characters have a reawakening states, do you want to play a character that has reawakening, or do you want to play a character that only has 2 awakenings and be able to just do more damage overall? Because that does make a difference. Because for characters that do have the reawakening, that's going to be how they do their, more damage outside of the soul sublimation, versus characters that only have maybe 1 transformation, like obviously regular Bankai Ichigo, regular Shikai Rukia, and Yoriichi with the Shinko form, they will instead get Spirit Drive, which will increase their damage, decrease the damage they would normally take from characters that do have a reawakening and whatnot, and it also increase the amount of spiritual power they have. So not too bad. So they'll be able to use their verse gauge a lot more. So it really depends. It really, really depends, and I'm glad that they, threw this in here, because that is going to help out a lot as far as figuring out how all that works, and especially with the strike back doing more damage and all that. I'm pretty sure the strike back is also put in there whenever you do a counter attack, like a counter or a just sidestep. So I'm pretty sure that's also thrown in there. But other than that, that's pretty much going to be it. Pretty short video, but I did see this, so I wanted to go ahead and talk to you guys about it. As far as, all the effects. So, without further ado, that's pretty much going to be it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think of all these new features and whatnot. Will that change your favorite character? Will it change, which character you play? And, without further ado, I want to know what you guys' favorite character in Bleach Rebirth of the Souls is right now. Who you guys want to still see put in the game, because we do have some slots left. And, without further ado, Shikai Shinobi signing off. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.